For chosen ones, the journey through life often feels different from that of others. While many around you seem to move effortlessly through friendships, relationships, and social circles, you may find yourself walking a path that feels far more solitary. This is not by accident, nor is it a punishment. In fact, the loneliness and isolation that you experience are part of a much larger, sacred process, one that is designed to shape and prepare you for your divine purpose. As a chosen one, your path is not meant to follow the common road, and this often means walking alone, at least for a time. Solitude allows you the space to listen to your inner voice, to connect deeply with your higher self and the spiritual realms that guide you. While it may seem that others easily find companionship, your calling requires a different kind of attention. Friendships and relationships can serve as distractions, pulling you away from your higher mission. By being alone, you are given the opportunity to focus on your true purpose without interference, to cultivate the strength, wisdom, and spiritual connection necessary for the work you are destined to do. This path of solitude, though difficult, is not without its blessings. It is through this experience that you come to understand your own power, your ability to stand strong without relying on the validation or approval of others. Many chosen ones struggle with the feeling of not fitting in, of being misunderstood, or of having no one to turn to. Yet this very experience is what molds you into the unique being you are meant to become. The aloneness is what sharpens your senses, enhances your intuition, and strengthens your connection to the divine. Being a chosen one means carrying a responsibility that few can understand, and often, this burden cannot be shared. You may seek companionship or long for close relationships, only to find that those you once connected with are no longer aligned with your path. This can feel painful, but it is a necessary part of the spiritual process. The divine plan for your life requires that you walk through certain stages on your own, so that when the time comes, you are fully prepared to fulfill your mission. As we move forward, we will explore how isolation serves as a rite of passage for chosen ones. It is not just a phase of loneliness, but a powerful initiation into the deeper spiritual journey, setting the foundation for the divine work that lies ahead. For every chosen one, isolation is not merely a condition, but a rite of passage. It marks the beginning of the deeper spiritual journey that sets you apart from others. While many may view solitude as a burden, for the chosen one, it is an essential part of the awakening process. This period of isolation is where your soul begins to unravel its purpose and where the divine starts to communicate with you on a more profound level. It is in these moments of aloneness that you can hear the whispers of the universe guiding you toward your true calling. Isolation often comes unexpectedly for the chosen one, seemingly out of nowhere. People who were once close to you may begin to drift away. Friendships that once felt solid start to dissolve, and relationships that once brought comfort may no longer feel aligned. This shift is not a coincidence. It is the universe's way of removing distractions so that you can focus entirely on your spiritual growth. The loneliness you feel is not meant to break you, but to shape you into the powerful, spiritually aligned being you are meant to become. In this space of solitude, a chosen one begins to understand the true depth of their inner world. You are given the gift of time to reflect, to explore your own thoughts, emotions, and spiritual inclinations without the interference of others. While the outside world may seem chaotic or uncertain, within your isolation lies the opportunity to develop a profound sense of self-awareness. This self-awareness is crucial for a chosen one, as it serves as the foundation upon which your spiritual mission will be built. This period of isolation is not meant to be rushed or avoided. It is a sacred time of preparation, a cocoon in which the chosen one transforms into the divine being they are destined to be. You may feel the sting of loneliness, but within that space there is immense growth and clarity. It is a time when the universe works silently, molding you, refining your gifts, and strengthening your connection to the divine. Through this process, you become attuned to higher realms, able to access wisdom and guidance that others cannot. As we delve further into this journey, we will explore why friends begin to drift away from the chosen one. This experience, while painful, is a necessary part of your path. as it allows you to release what no longer serves you and move closer to your spiritual destiny. As a chosen one, your path is often filled with a sense of divine purpose that few can fully grasp. This weight of purpose sets you apart from others, creating an invisible barrier between you and the friendships you once held dear. Friends who were once close may begin to drift away, and while this can feel painful, it is part of the natural process of growth that every chosen one must experience. The truth is that as you evolve spiritually, your energy shifts, and not everyone will be able to match the frequency you now carry. This separation isn't always due to conflict or misunderstanding. Instead, it often arises from the unspoken energy between you and others. As a chosen one, your purpose is to fulfill a higher calling, which requires a level of focus, dedication, and spiritual awareness that not everyone around you may share. Friends who were once aligned with your energy may start to feel disconnected as your spiritual growth begins to highlight the gaps in their own journey. They may not understand the path you're walking or why you feel called to do things differently, and this can create a natural distance. It's important to remember that this drift is not a reflection of your worth or the value of your friendships. As a chosen one, your role in this world is unique, and those who cannot accompany you on this journey may have simply completed their role in your life. The separation allows you to focus on your divine mission without the distractions or influences that might pull you away from your true purpose. You are being prepared for something far greater, and this often means letting go of connections that no longer serve your spiritual evolution. This shift can feel isolating, but it is also an opportunity for growth. It pushes you to stand firm in your path, to trust in your own inner guidance, and to embrace the solitude that comes with carrying the weight of your purpose. Many chosen ones find that as they step deeper into their mission, their circle of friends becomes smaller, but more aligned with their spiritual values and vision. It's a refinement process that ensures you are surrounded by those who truly resonate with your higher calling. As you continue on this journey, another aspect of this transformation begins to emerge. Relationships start to fall away as well. This goes beyond friendships and touches on the deeper, more intimate bonds you may have once held. Now, we will explore the energetic mismatches that arise in relationships and why they no longer align with your path as a chosen one. As a chosen one, your spiritual journey often leads to profound shifts in your energy, and these changes can create a noticeable distance in your relationships. Whether it's a romantic partner or someone with whom you share a deep bond, there comes a point when you realize that the connection no longer feels the same. This isn't because of a lack of love or effort. Rather, it's the result of an energetic mismatch that occurs as you evolve on a spiritual level. As you continue to grow, your vibration rises, and the people in your life may not always rise with you. Relationships that once felt fulfilling and aligned can start to feel strained or even draining. This happens because, as a chosen one, your energy becomes more attuned to your higher purpose, and those who are not on a similar path may find it difficult to maintain that connection. Their energy remains tied to the physical and material world, while yours has shifted toward the spiritual and divine. This energetic mismatch often manifests as tension, misunderstandings, or a sense that the relationship isn't as effortless as it once was. Conversations that used to flow freely may now feel stilted, or your partner may struggle to understand the spiritual experiences you're going through. As a chosen one, this can be particularly painful because you may feel the loss of a connection that once brought you joy. However, this is also a critical point in your journey, as it teaches you to recognize when a relationship no longer serves your growth. It's important to understand that these mismatches are not failures, nor are they indicators that you or the other person did something wrong. As a chosen one, you are evolving, and this evolution naturally causes relationships that were once rooted in common ground to shift and sometimes fall away. The purpose of this transition is to create space for relationships that are more aligned with your current vibration, connections that will support and nurture your spiritual growth. This process can feel isolating, but it's a necessary part of the chosen one's path. It allows you to step fully into your purpose, free from the energetic ties that may hold you back. As you let go of these mismatched relationships, you begin to make room for new, more aligned connections to enter your life. Soon, we will explore what it means to outgrow not just relationships, but entire phases of your life. You will come to understand why, as a chosen one, leaving the past behind is a vital part of moving forward into your higher calling. As a chosen one, your spiritual journey often requires you to leave behind not just relationships, but entire chapters of your life. This process of outgrowing the past can be both liberating and deeply challenging. You may find that certain people, places, and even habits that once brought you comfort now feel out of alignment with who you are becoming. This transformation is a natural part of your path as you are continually evolving into a higher version of yourself, one that is more attuned to your divine mission. Outgrowing the past is not about rejecting where you came from or the people who have been part of your life. It is about recognizing that as a chosen one, your purpose is dynamic, and it requires you to move forward without being tethered to the energies of the past. You may have experienced moments where you tried to return to old friendships or familiar environments, only to feel a deep sense of discomfort or a lack of connection. This is your spirit's way of telling you that you've moved beyond these old patterns and are ready for new experiences that align with your current vibration. This process can feel isolating, as it often involves saying goodbye to people and places that once felt like home. But as a chosen one, this solitude is part of your growth. It allows you to release the weight of the past and make space for new opportunities that resonate with your higher calling. It's not uncommon to feel nostalgia for the past or a longing to return to what was once familiar. But each time you attempt to go back, you'll likely find that it no longer fits who you are now. The act of outgrowing the past is also a sign of your spiritual maturity. As a chosen one, you are being called to trust in the process of letting go, knowing that what lies ahead is far more aligned with your purpose than anything that has come before. This doesn't mean that the past was unimportant or that the people in your life were irrelevant. Instead, it's an acknowledgement that your growth requires you to continually move forward even when it feels difficult. As you let go of the past, you will begin to notice a shift in your focus. You will find yourself drawn more deeply into your spiritual mission, leaving behind not just connections, but the distractions that once kept you from fully embracing your divine path. Next, we will delve into how this shift of focus draws you closer to the higher realms and the divine purpose that is uniquely yours as a chosen one. As a chosen one, there comes a point in your journey where the pull toward higher realms becomes undeniable. You may notice that your focus shifts dramatically from concerns about worldly matters, relationships, or social status to a deeper alignment with your spiritual purpose. This shift is not just a personal choice, but a calling from the divine, urging you to focus on the mission you were sent here to fulfill. It is as if the higher realms themselves are guiding you, calling you to step into a greater awareness of who you truly are and what you are meant to do. This call can be intense, often leaving you feeling more disconnected from the everyday concerns that once occupied your mind. As a chosen one, this is a natural progression in your spiritual evolution. You begin to sense that your purpose is no longer tied to what society deems important. Instead, you are being guided by something much larger, a force that compels you to focus your energy on higher pursuits, such as spiritual growth, healing, and spreading light to the world. This is why many chosen ones find themselves pulled away from friendships, relationships, or careers that no longer resonate with their spiritual path. The call of the higher realms may come in many forms, through meditation, dreams, synchronicities, or even sudden shifts in your perception of reality. You might find yourself increasingly drawn to practices that elevate your consciousness, such as prayer, meditation, or working with energy. As a chosen one, your soul knows that these practices are essential for maintaining the connection to the divine and fulfilling your higher purpose. The more you focus on these practices, the more you will feel in tune with the higher realms and the guidance they offer. However, this shift in focus can also lead to feelings of isolation. As you become more aligned with your spiritual mission, it may seem as though the people around you are not able to understand or relate to your experiences. While this can be difficult, it is also part of the sacred path you are walking. The divine purpose you are meant to fulfill requires solitude and a deep inner focus, allowing you to build a stronger connection with the higher realms that guide you. As you continue to deepen this connection, another important realization will come into focus: the difference between loneliness and solitude. As a chosen one, understanding this distinction will be crucial in embracing the power of your journey, allowing you to thrive in your solitude rather than feeling burdened by it. As a chosen one, the path of spiritual awakening often brings with it long periods of being alone. However, there is a critical distinction between loneliness and solitude that every chosen one must come to understand. Loneliness is a feeling of emptiness, a longing for connection, and a sense that something is missing. Solitude, on the other hand, is a powerful state of being, one in which you are connected to your higher self and aligned with your divine purpose. It is through solitude that you find strength, wisdom, and clarity, as it allows you to nurture the sacred relationship with yourself and the higher realms. Many chosen ones mistake their time alone for loneliness, particularly when they first begin to walk this spiritual path. It is natural to feel the absence of friends, relationships, and the familiar social structures that once defined your life. However, as you grow spiritually, you will come to see that solitude is not a punishment, but a gift. It is in the quiet moments, free from external distractions, that you are able to truly hear the guidance of the divine. This solitude becomes a source of power rather than a void to fill. Loneliness stems from the belief that you need others to complete you or to give your life meaning. But as a chosen one, your journey is one of self-realization, where you come to understand that everything you need is already within you. Solitude provides you with the space to explore this inner world, to connect with your higher self, and to strengthen your spiritual gifts. It is in these moments of solitude that you gain the clarity and direction needed to fulfill your divine mission. The world around you often emphasizes the need for constant social interaction, relationships, and external validation. However, as a chosen one, your soul craves something deeper, a connection with the divine that can only be found in solitude. It is through this solitude that you can recharge your energy, receive spiritual downloads, and prepare for the work you are meant to do. While loneliness can feel like a burden, solitude is a powerful tool that enhances your growth and aligns you more closely with your purpose. As you continue to embrace solitude, you will begin to understand its protective nature. There are spiritual forces at work that guide and guard chosen ones, often keeping you away from certain relationships or situations to preserve your energy and focus. This spiritual protection is a crucial aspect of why you're kept alone, and it will soon become clear as you move forward in your journey. As a chosen one, you are often kept alone for reasons that go beyond the physical or emotional. There is a profound spiritual protection that surrounds you, ensuring that your path remains clear of distractions and negative influences that could hinder your divine mission. This spiritual protection is not always easy to understand, especially when it feels like isolation or rejection. However, it serves a critical purpose in safeguarding your energy and keeping you focused on your higher calling. Throughout your life, you may have experienced times when relationships or friendships abruptly ended, seemingly without explanation. While this may have felt painful or confusing at the time, it is often a form of divine intervention. As a chosen one, your energy is incredibly valuable, and not everyone in your life is meant to share in that energy. The universe has a way of removing people or situations from your path that could drain your spiritual power or pull you away from your purpose. What might feel like loneliness is actually a layer of protection, ensuring that only those who align with your higher vibration are allowed into your life. This spiritual protection extends beyond just people. It also shields you from environments and experiences that could negatively impact your spiritual growth. As a chosen one, you may find that you are often kept away from places or groups where negative energies or distractions are prevalent. You might notice that plans fall through, certain opportunities never manifest, or you feel an unexplainable sense of discomfort in certain environments. These are not coincidences. They are the work of the divine forces guiding your path, ensuring that your focus remains on your mission. It can be challenging to accept this form of protection, especially when it feels like you are missing out on experiences that others around you seem to enjoy freely. But as a chosen one, you must trust that every instance of isolation or separation is serving your highest good. The divine realms are constantly working to keep your energy pure, to shield you from harm, and to prepare you for the important work that lies ahead. As you come to embrace this spiritual protection, you will also begin to see solitude in a new light. Rather than viewing it as a burden, you will start to recognize the power it gives you. Thriving in solitude rather than merely surviving it becomes your next challenge as a chosen one, and it's one that will unlock even greater strength within you. For a chosen one, solitude is not merely an experience to endure, but a space in which true growth and empowerment occur. While many people view being alone as something to avoid, you, as a chosen one, are called to embrace it as a vital part of your journey. Solitude offers a unique opportunity for you to tap into the deepest parts of your soul, to connect with your higher self, and to align more fully with your divine purpose. It is within this space of solitude that you can truly thrive, not just survive. When you accept solitude as a sacred part of your path, you begin to see its transformative power. In the absence of distractions and external noise, you can hear your own thoughts more clearly, feel the presence of your spiritual guides, and access the wisdom that lies within. This quiet time is a gift that allows you to strengthen your spiritual gifts, to receive divine insight, and to cultivate the resilience necessary for fulfilling your mission as a chosen one. Thriving in solitude also means recognizing the strength that comes from within. As a chosen one, your power is not dependent on external validation or approval. Instead, it is sourced from your connection to the divine. In moments of solitude, you are reminded of this power. You learn to rely on yourself and your spiritual connection to navigate life's challenges. This independence is a key part of your growth, as it allows you to stand firm in your purpose without being swayed by the opinions or expectations of others. Solitude teaches you to trust yourself in ways that no relationship or external connection can. It sharpens your intuition, helping you discern the right path forward, even when others can't see it. As a chosen one, your ability to thrive in solitude becomes a testament to your inner strength and spiritual alignment. You are no longer seeking fulfillment outside of yourself because you have found it within. However, thriving in solitude doesn't mean you are meant to be completely isolated forever. As you deepen your connection to your inner power, you will eventually find that your solitude prepares you for the right connections, people who resonate with your higher frequency and align with your spiritual mission. In the final stage of this journey, you will come to understand the true meaning of being alone as a chosen one. It is not a state of lack, but a reflection of the unique path you are walking, one that leads to profound purpose and fulfillment. As a chosen one, you have walked a unique path, one that has often led you into solitude, away from the distractions and relationships that once filled your life. But through this journey, you have come to realize that being alone does not mean being without purpose, value, or connection. In fact, it is within this solitude that you have discovered the deepest aspects of yourself and your divine mission. You are not alone because you are unworthy of companionship. Rather, you are alone because your path requires a special kind of focus, growth, and spiritual alignment. Solitude has allowed you to develop a stronger relationship with yourself and with the higher realms that guide you. The divine forces that protect you, remove distractions, and keep you centered on your mission are constantly working in your favor. This sacred space of being alone is not a punishment but a preparation. It has refined your energy, strengthened your resolve, and given you the tools to stand strong in your purpose as a chosen one. The deeper meaning of being alone is about understanding that your spiritual journey is one of profound purpose. The connections you've had to let go of, the people who have drifted away, and the relationships that no longer align with your higher frequency were all part of this sacred process. These experiences have created space for you to grow, to thrive in your solitude, and to step fully into your role as a chosen one. You are not simply walking away from people, you are walking toward your divine mission. Now, as you reflect on the journey, you can see the beauty in your solitude. It has been the catalyst for your spiritual awakening, the foundation upon which your divine purpose is built. You no longer view being alone as a state of loneliness, but as a necessary stage in your spiritual evolution. You have learned to embrace the quiet, to find strength in your independence, and to trust in the divine plan that is guiding your every step. As a chosen one, the time spent alone has prepared you for the next phase of your journey. You are now equipped to fulfill your mission with clarity, strength, and purpose. The relationships and connections that come into your life from this point forward will be ones that truly resonate with your higher self and support your spiritual growth. In this space of understanding, you can now embrace the path ahead with confidence, knowing that your solitude has shaped you into the powerful, enlightened being you were always meant to become. You are never truly alone, for you walk with the divine, guided by purpose and protected by the higher realms.